I don't really understand why he keeps going back to this well of more and more and more tariffs.
Let me explain why. Let's take China. Let's take an example that every American understands, TikTok. Everybody knows TikTok. American people made a decision in Congress to ban it on midnight, Jan 19th. The supreme leader of China said, no, we're going to use your court systems to litigate the American people so that doesn't happen. I can't do that in China. The supreme leader would never let me do that. I can't protect my IP there. Chinese have been screwing my 45 businesses for 35 years. I like the idea of going to war with China with tariffs to change behavior.
But it didn't change behavior. All it did was hurt American companies.
Weak leadership that doesn't know how to implement.
This is the same leadership. It was Trump who
it
launched
started
the
with
trade
Biden,
war with.
then it was Clinton saying, let's democratize China, let's show them democracy, and they'll play fair in the WTO.
I mean, yes, but it also began with Nixon when he opened relations to China. If we're going to go that far and talking about, let's talk about every single president from Nixon who decided that they were going to open up China, have this slave labor, and cause American jobs to be lost. This has been going on since the 70s. If we really want to save American jobs, we have to put tariffs on it, and we have to put high-ass tariffs. We cannot keep rewarding American companies who decided to go overseas, create their products there, and try to ship it here to sell it to us, and we reward them by having NAFTA and CAFTA free trade agreements. No, we have to create high tariffs. You can stay there if you want to, homeboy and homegirl, but guess what? That product that you bring here is going to be taxed at a higher rate. That's what needs to happen. That will create more jobs here because more American companies will say, you know what, I'd rather just create the things here, have jobs here. Yes, okay, products might be a little more expensive, but guess what? If I know that this t-shirt is made in America, yes, I'll pay a little extra for it, right? That will cause, 1, more American jobs, 2, a better American economy, 3, more taxes going into the system here, so that the local economy will be good. Those jobs that's in those economies, those will be good. Then we will have more taxes coming to the federal government, coming to local government, coming to the state government, where now we won't have to see that property taxes going up and up and up and up and up because those governments are trying to fill that void that those businesses that left this country caused.
Catherine's point.
It's time to raise tariffs in China to 400%.
Hang on a second.
Trump already raised tariffs on China.
Not enough.
There have been many studies showing that U.S. companies and consumers are the ones who bore the cost.
Academic study. I'm doing real business in China. I'm actually doing business there.
Yeah.
I'm actually working
American
there. There's no academics in my company.
Where do you think they buy their inputs from?
Let me explain something to you.
From China.
The Chinese steal my IP. They make the same product with the molds that I pay for there. They ship them into this country under a different brand. I don't like it anymore, and I've been trying to solve this for 30 years.
If you tariff everything from China at
there's no
60%,
academic in my world.
You're going to be paying more for the stuff you buy.
One of the things that pisses me off is when you have people try to use academic jargon against someone who's really experiencing what they're talking about. This woman here probably never been to China, probably never had a business. All she's doing is talking about academic studies have shown that if you raise tariffs, okay, it would hurt the American people. In the short term, maybe it will, because us Americans have gotten so used to cheap products, and cheap products are made with cheap labor. If America wants to be that beacon of hope, if America wants to be the leader that says that, hey, we care about freedom, true freedom, stop buying things that are made with slave labor. If I made enough money, and I hope that I do make enough money in the future, I'm going to just buy American-made products because I'm tired of this. And you as Americans, you have to be tired of it as well. Trump is trying to say, put America first. Force these companies to get their asses back here. That's what's needed. Instead of you saying, instead of that lady saying, well, things are going to be high if things don't come from China. Where is she? A slave driver? A typical Democrat. This is the reason why I left the Democratic Party a long ass time ago. because the Democratic Party seems to be the party of slave drivers. They don't really want true freedom, because if they did, they would say, you know what, he's right. Trump is right. We need to put tariffs on this. The free trade agreements with these countries have hurt American jobs, have hurt the American people, have hurt American corporations. And I'm not talking about the corporations that left. Screw them. They could kick rocks. I'm talking about the corporations that stayed here and decided to build and keep doing things here. Those corporations can now, that's overseas, bringing their crap from over there to here, is hurting those corporations because now they can't compete. You cannot compete with slave labor. Hey guys, this is just a short break to ask you, if you haven't already liked the video, to like the video. That will greatly help me out. And to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. I really appreciate that. I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in December. So please, help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Back to the video.
Going to be paying more for the stuff you buy. They knew even in the 1600s that you should not tariff the inputs.
Kevin, let's just take a yoga mat.
Every American.
Put a 400% tariff on a yoga mat. We'll make it in Vietnam, or make it in India, or make it in America. We won't buy anything from China. And the Supreme Leader
will still be more expensive.
He'll come to New
It
York.
will be more expensive.
No.
Absolutely, it would be.
We won't buy it from there.
Wait, what do you mean we won't buy it from there?
Hold on 1 second, because I get the.
When she says it'll be more expensive, of course it'll be more expensive if you want Chinese-made yoga mat. Like, what he just said made total sense. If it's created here, let's say, for instance, okay, let's say you have a yoga mat that's made in China that costs $1 to make. I'm just throwing this out there. So it costs $1 to make. So now with the current free trade agreements, you can ship all that stuff here, and let's just say it costs you another $1 or $2 to ship it here, right? I'm talking about all the yoga mats. So now that's $3 that yoga mat costs. How much you think somebody on Amazon would sell that damn yoga mat for? They're gonna sell it for $10 or $20, and they're gonna make a supreme profit. But if that yoga mat was created here, and let's say it costs an American company $6 to create that yoga mat here, with all the labor costs and all that stuff, transportation costs and everything. Even if you sell that yoga mat for the same price that a person would have sold it for on Amazon, let's say $20, yes, you're making less profit, but guess what? You are helping the American people. For this ignoramus to say, it will cost more. Yes, it will cost more on the supply part because you're making it here. But you would still be able to make a profit. It just won't be as much profit as you want.
You're raising the price.
But Kevin, you're having a different. This is always what happens when we talk about Trump and the economy. People come on here. Hang on. No. Just hang on. People come on the show, and then they defend a different economic policy than the one that Trump is advocating. He says in the clip, "What am I going to do? Negotiate with China or Mexico?" He doesn't want to negotiate. He says you're not going to get anything from them. Okay, that's what he says. He does not want to negotiate. Also, the question I asked you is, where is the rest of the plan? Where is the rest of the economic plan?
Well, why don't you just look at his track record for the last, term that he had? No inflation, fantastic wage growth. I mean, look, he actually sat in the seat at the White House.
2020.
You may not like what he did.
President
you may not like
Trump
him,
was president in 2020.
but I don't remember 9% inflation when he was.
Didn't we have a pandemic? Like, when you bring that up, it was chaos all over the world, lady. What's wrong with you? You can't just say 2020. Yes, it was bad. Okay, it was bad because, I mean, yes, most of us who lived through it, it was crazy. But the whole world was crazy. Come on, you can't just bring in you forget 2020. Sometimes some people need to get hit with a soft baseball bat when they say foolishness like that. Come on now.
I remember 18% unemployment. I mean, I remember.
What happened with that?
You see that foolish thing that she just did? Unemployment. The way that she just did that, meaning that she don't even believe what the hell she's saying. Yeah, you remember that? Because of a damn pandemic. All right, that's what happened. The Cove caused a lot of foolishness to go on. Everybody, I can't say everybody, but there were so many people out of work. But guess what? The government came together and said, hey, listen, stay your funky butts at home, stop over people, and take this little unemployment check. And what did people do? People was like, okay, thank you, Uncle Trump. Thank you.
Oh, a pandemic that he bungled.
Are you saying he created the virus?
No, but he absolutely made it worse.
How?
By lying about the risk, by telling people not to get tested. Don't get tested.
You're saying he should have personally cured the virus as the president.
I'm saying he should have given his tests to Americans rather than to
She did not say that. I mean, but Scott, okay.
I'm sorry. This idea that somehow because Trump was the president that the virus has political proclivities and decided to prolong itself has been crazy to me since it's been floated.
You don't think leadership mattered at all?
The virus? No, I don't actually.
You don't?
I don't believe the virus.
You don't think it matters? You don't think it matters that Trump withheld various kinds of testing kits and PPE from states that were asking for it, and then he told them to go buy it?
How can Trump do that? Let's be honest. No, the federal government. See, this is another thing. The president doesn't really have the type of power to do that. People think that Trump have this magical power as president. No president has that power. The place where money is spent is through the House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate. If we keep focusing on the president, and this is what these media outlets and this is what these pundits want us to think. They want us to think that the president is like God when he or she is not. Okay? Who controls the purse strings is Congress and U.S. senators. That's who we need to focus on. Because if we have these same funky old ass people that's in there for hundreds of years looking decrepit, we keep these same people in there, nothing's going to change.